Hello, friends. My name is Brittany, and this is the Capture the Chaos podcast. Each week, we will talk about how to grow your photography business without burnout. I'll share tactical tips, tricks, and things you've got to be doing in order to have success without sacrificing the parts of your life that are most important. I like to periodically share reviews for you guys that you might leave on Apple Podcasts. It's my way of showing appreciation and saying thank you. I'm always so touched by the kind words y'all leave for the podcast. My love language is definitely words of affirmation. So know that I'm actually helping means more than you could ever know. And I don't know who left this one. They didn't leave a name, but that's okay because I still appreciate these words. They said, "I am so thankful I came across your podcast. You're giving me the courage and the strength to not give up. Never stop this amazing podcast. It is getting me through. Thank you." No, thank you. Numbers as your username. I really appreciate that. It touched me whenever I first read it. It was so sweet, and it just made me feel very warm inside. So let's get into today's episode. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make when they're trying to grow their photography business is not showing up consistently. Now, I don't necessarily mean a consistent style of images, but it's important as well. I'm talking about consistently putting in the effort to build and run your business. And I hope I don't have to say consistent too many more times because I'm clearly having issues with it. Good thing it's an episode all about consistency. I'm consistently going to mess this up. A lot of times I see photographers say, "I'm going to blog once a month or post regularly on Instagram or start an email list," and they do really great for a few weeks or maybe even a month. And then life gets in the way and they get busy and they don't do it anymore. Trust me, I get it. I've done the same thing. If I don't prioritize something, it's not going to happen. Consistency is important in all areas of our life. When you're trying to be healthier, improve your physical stamina, and even when being a parent. I personally think if you're consistently showing up for your kids and being there for them, you're doing a pretty good job. Now, let me tell you, lately I have not been very consistent with my health and also just like my general routine in life, and it's really kind of throwing me for a loop. I just don't feel as good as I was when I was kind of on a good routine and when I was eating healthier. So it's really it's taken its toll on me, and this week I've rededicated myself to my routine and to my healthier lifestyle. So if consistency in these other parts of my life is so important, isn't it reasonable to think that if we want our photography business to succeed, we need to be consistent, right? Let me ask you, what's holding you back from consistently showing up in your business? Honestly, I think it boils down to fear. Fear of failure, fear of wasting your and your family's time, fear of looking silly. Whatever the fear stems from, the main component is fear. What if I told you you would not fail if you showed up consistently? If for 1 year you consistently stuck with your marketing plan, if you consistently shot sessions and shared images, you would see progress. A year minimum. In every niche, except for maybe newborns, you'll experience burst seasons and slow seasons, and you need to be persistent through those slow seasons. Your business is really established and rooted in those slow seasons. So, would you do it? Would you show up consistently if you knew you would succeed? Because the truth is, you absolutely would start seeing success that you're hoping for. If you're thinking, "Okay, I'm with you, Brittany, I'll give it a go. Just hang tight 1 minute and I'll share what that might look like." But maybe you're thinking you can't do it. You don't have the time to show up consistently. You barely have time to shower every day. Maybe you feel guilty for taking time away from your family to focus on yourself. Am I hitting any nerves? You wouldn't be here if there wasn't some part of you who thought you could do this whole photography thing. Now, this is a safe place. You can admit that you want it and you think that you can do it. Maybe just a little. And you're right, you can. The only thing standing in your way is you. But you don't have time. What does it mean to be consistent? Webster says acting or done in the same way over time. There is no certain frequency needed to be consistent. Just showing up the same way again and again over time is enough. So consistency for you may mean once a week or twice a week. And I'm betting you could spare 2 to 3 hours somewhere in your week to show up for your business if you really want to. If you want to, you'll prioritize it. How can you prioritize showing up when your schedule is already so busy? First, you're going to need to do a time audit and figure out where you're currently spending your time and what you don't need to be doing. And then you'll need to get on some sort of routine or rhythm. Trust me, I am not a schedule girl. So I see your apprehension there, but even just like a morning routine or an evening routine will set you up for success. Okay, let's say you're ready to commit a few hours to working on your business each week. What does it look like to do that consistently? Still having trouble with the word. Consistently having trouble with the word consistent. I've created a free guide for you that breaks down exactly what you need to be doing in your business and how often you should be doing it. And guess what? It could take just 15 hours a week to run and operate your photography business. I don't know about you, but I did not start a photography business to work 40-hour weeks. I wanted freedom and flexibility to work when I wanted to and do less while working and do more living. Woo, I was having trouble there. 15 hours is 3 hours 5 days a week, or 5 hours 3 days a week, or just over 2 hours 7 days a week. You can do that, right? If you really want to have a successful photography business, I bet you can squeeze in 15 hours throughout the week. Like I said, you'll need to start with the time audit to see where your time is being spent and where you can fit in that 15 hours a week. Do you want to see how you can run your business in 15 hours a week? Are you wondering what tasks you need to be doing each week and how long you need to be spending on them to run your photography business? Download the free guide. The link is in the show notes. Be sure to let me know if you have any questions. You can always reach out to me on Instagram or email. And will you do me one last favor? Will you hit the follow or subscribe button for Capture the Chaos and leave me a review on whatever podcast platform you're listening to me on? Reviews help other photographers know whether they should be listening to my podcast or not, and it helps me so much so that I know what you're enjoying and how I'm helping you and what to keep doing or maybe what to not do anymore. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you next time.